Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Hexath'locke. As always, I'm your host, Tortimer the Gray, and today we're going to be trying to get to Fuschia City. Or I guess, taking on everything between us and Fuschia City. We're going to do Route 12, 13, 14 over here on the east side of Kanto, and then we're going to cut through and do Cycling Road over on the west. But I wanted to start out today with taking on Snorlax here. My goal is to hopefully attempt to catch, well, I'm going to attempt to catch both Snorlaxes, potentially. My goal is to catch one of them. And if we can do that without losing anybody in the process, that would be ideal. These guys are kind of a double-edged sword in Nuzlocke because, especially at this point, I don't have any Ultra Balls yet. I'm just as likely to lose this lose a teammate trying to catch this Snorlax as I am to actually catch him. We're going to start with Zelda here in the lead. She's got decent defense. Only Leo and Thor have better. Thor, I don't think that he can really do anything super effective. I mean, he's got double kick, but I don't think he will be the best choice for this. So we are going to attempt to take on the Snorlax here. Hopefully we can catch him. And Zelda's going to be our girl for that. Wow, I just noticed this. We started out the game. It took us till Cerulean City to actually catch a male Pokemon, which was Pharos, our Oddish, I think. Well, I guess we got Sylar there as well, but now we've only got 2 girls on the team, so we must have... I guess that's what happens when Drusilla and Bottles die or whatever, but... yeah, that's weird. I just noticed that we have more guys than girls on this team now, so that's interesting. But yeah, let's jump in here. We'll take on Snorlax. Play this Pokeflute up. Snorlax going to be really upset with us that we woke him up from his nap, but we are going to attempt to do this. Okay. Well, here we go. So it begins. There he goes. He's got his Chesto Berry, though. Yep, so he's going to live. Okay, come on. We're just going to spam these until he's caught. That's the plan. Oh, man, there we go. I got a little quiet there. Sorry about that. But that was Snorlax. That was much quicker and much easier than I expected it to be. Alrighty. Well, good. I'm glad you guys were here to see that. That was exciting for me. I like Snorlaxes. They're good in Nuzlocke because they're big tanks. But I just like the Pokemon in general. I've always liked Snorlax. Pretty much anytime I run through this game, I've got Snorlax on my team. Unless I'm doing one of those runs where it's just... where I'm super bored of what I'm doing and I want to try out some new Pokemon, which is basically why I like Nuzlocke. They let you, or they don't let you, they kind of force you to use Pokemon you maybe wouldn't have otherwise used. So let's take a look at Fezzik here. Fezzik is, of course, if you don't know, is a reference to The Princess Bride, which is a great book and movie. Fezzik, the friendly giant there. Good attack, good special defense. Alright, thick fat. Alrighty. So Fezzik's not going to be on the team just yet. I guess he's technically higher level than everybody here, so we'll put him down here with the trained Pokemon. I'm not going to put him on the team just yet, but he'll certainly be a good backup for whatever we end up doing. Do I want to make any switches? I think I'm good, actually. Alrighty, so that's pretty awesome. Let's, we're gonna head out and finish the rest of Route 12 now. Alrighty, guys, so we're gonna head south here. So like I said, we're gonna try and take on everything between here and Fuschia. I took on some of these trainers to get to Snorlax, pretty uneventful. Let's zip on down here. Snorlax is gone, so that's our catch for Route 12. This guy gives us the Good Rod? Super Rod. Okay. Where's the Good Rod? I haven't gotten that yet. If we get a giant Magikarp, we gotta bring it back here. That's probably not gonna happen. Oop, I should have healed while I was up there. You go up here. This guy's got electric Pokemon. He's got a Magnemite. This will be good. Well, no, he doesn't. Well, Hobbs can do it anyway. A lot of screeches, though. I'm not liking that very much. Let's put Zelda back out. Oh, wow. Okay. Woo! There we go. Not interested in dying today, Electrode, if you would. Alright. Really should have healed up there, but we're okay. I'll run back. I'll cut at some point and run back and heal, and then we'll catch up again. So, and I will probably end up zooming through some of this stuff. Oop, probably don't want to Ember the Magikarp. Probably zoom through some of this stuff just because I'm probably gonna run out of interesting things to say, and you know, this is just mostly inconsequential trainer battles. So, probably do want to take him out for that. But yeah. One of the reasons why I want to make sure I record all this, I mean, it's a pretty decent chunk of the game, so I don't want to, you know, completely skip it. But also because, you know, both of these areas, Route 12, 13, this side of the region, as well as we're going to go over and try and do the cycling road as well. They're usually relatively dangerous. There's lots of trainers down here. Really nowhere to heal without running back up to Lavender. And so, and look at this. This Pidgey is level 29. We had to grind up a ton to get up to this level for the last gym. So, I mean, there's a huge level jump between here and the last area we were in. So that is a bit of a concern because we're not over-leveled anymore. We're just a handful of levels above these guys, which means danger for us, is what it means. So I want to record this because I'm worried that somebody could potentially die. I hope that that's not the case since we just lost Bottles in the last episode, but I'm not naive enough to think that we're going to get through this completely unscathed. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to heal when I should, because my goal is not to lose anybody. You know, I think we've got enough death in this Nuzlocke already, so my goal is to keep everybody alive, but we'll see how well that goes. Pikachu. See, without Bottles, we've got no real defense against Pikachus anymore. We'll let Thor do this. Alrighty, get some Radida. Okay. With this, well, let's do this battle. And then maybe I'm going to cut real quick and run back and heal. It's dangerous enough without me being careless, is what I want to say. So, I think Bottle's death, you know, even though it was one-hit KO, I think it was at least partially due to carelessness. So, because it was still high enough level though, let's keep going here. You know, I should have just led with Leo. So I'm gonna make sure that, you know, when a type advantage is necessary, I just take it. For the most part. I mean, if somebody's wholly capable, like, Kazooie can take out that Poliwag, I didn't need to switch to Thor. But if there's, like, a real battle happening, I'm not going to mess around with this, you know, grinding stuff where I'm trying to get people levels, because it's just not worth it in the end. If I, you know, take some risks and get Kazooie a couple of levels or something, but then she dies as a result of that, then it was all for nothing. So, anyway, last episode was about death. This episode we're going to try and keep things a little bit lighter, just because I got thoroughly depressed with last episode, and that's partially because, you know, it was my Pokemon that died, and I missed Bottles. Obviously, she was a great addition to the team. Words and. but also I had to do all that editing, and so those memorials I did were something new for me, so it took me a little while to do them. And I had to dig through all the old footage and figure out what I wanted to use, and then I had to pick out the most depressing, sad song I could to sync up with it. And so I was pretty thoroughly depressed when the last episode ended. And yeah, so we'll keep it lighter today, or at least try to. And I said I was going to speed through this. Well, I was talking though, and I didn't want to cut it. So I'll probably speed up a majority of this. You know, once I get through these trainers here, it's all pretty much just more of the same. This guy's got more bird Pokemon. So, yeah. We've got a couple of evolutions that could potentially be coming up this episode, which is pretty exciting. Good lord, look at that quick attack. Kazooie could potentially be evolving this episode, depending. I mean, because we've got a ton of trainer battles today. So, okay, good. We've got a ton of trainer battles today, so we could potentially get to the point where Kazooie might evolve, Leo might evolve, and I was really on Hobbs only waiting for him to get Flame Wheel. I mentioned that I might evolve him and just teach Flamethrower with a TM. I'm still thinking that I might do that, so that might happen. I probably won't do all those evolutions today. I might, you know, we might come back next episode and I'll have traded Sylar and evolved Hobbs. I don't know. Well, I'll probably evolve Hobbs on camera. I can't... The way that I've got to record it, I can't think of a good way to let you guys watch Sylar get evolved. Just because I've got to run multiple instances, and my recording package doesn't like when I switch things around too much. So I'll probably have to do that one off camera for sure. But and these guys are dangerous. I've lost several friends down here. All these bird Pokemon have Pursuit, and so that gets a little bit scary. Because, I mean, you're just trying to do the right thing. You're trying to switch out for, you know, somebody's getting hurt, or, you know, you're at a type disadvantage or something, so you try to switch somebody out, and then bam, they throw that Pursuit at you, and you can't do anything about it. You don't even see it coming. I mean, at least I haven't a couple times, and it's all of a sudden you're like, what just happened? Freaking coughings. Sylar, get in there. So yeah, I had that happen in one of my runs, one that I didn't document, but I lost somebody and I was just like, what just happened? It was a total freak thing. I hadn't played this game in a while, so I'd forgotten about the whole Pursuit issue, and did I bought Antidote, yeah, I was gonna say. After that last debacle in the Rocket Tower place. 60... Yeah. There we go. Good job, Kazooie. After the last issues in the Rocket place, I was like, I definitely bought those antidotes. But yeah. So yeah, you gotta be careful of the Pursuit down here. Because yeah, it totally caught me by surprise. I didn't see it coming at all. I hadn't played in a while again, and it was just like out of nowhere. Totally forgot that existed. So here we go. So yeah, tons of bird Pokemon down here. Sun and Pidgeotto, yeah. Not playing any games. Pidgeottos are rough. Alright. I want a beautiful Pidgeot. I love Pidgeot, and I want one. I want one real bad. So we are going to try and keep everybody alive so that they can evolve. If I don't get a Pidgeot or like a Blastoise or something, I'm gonna just cry a little bit. Alright, Kazooie. Let's let Leo get some levels, I guess. One of these guys is gonna have electric or something, and it's just gonna be... Oh, look at that defense, Pidgeotto! You can't do nothing! I wanted to thank you guys while I have your attention. The couple of you guys who watch this. We don't have a huge viewership, but those of you guys who do, I really do appreciate it. Especially because I know we only have a couple of people watching this, And I also have a couple of people who take the time out to comment either on Facebook or, well, nobody comments on the Facebook, on YouTube or Nuzlocke forums. And that's just, you know, as somebody who's taken the time out to do this, you know, I'm doing it mostly for my own fun. It gives me an excuse to actually do one of these. But, you know, I like when that people are watching. I love getting feedback. And I meant to go back and stock up on those, and I forgot. I've got some super potions, so yeah. So I just want to thank you guys. For those of you guys who comment and watch and give me likes and things like that, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So thank you for that. Keep up the good work, and I will do the same, or try to. My goal is to keep improving this run as much as possible. Dude, get over here. I want to battle your Pokemans. There you go. Ooh, a far-fetched. That's kind of cool. My goal is to keep improving this run. You know, trying to keep things interesting. You know, I did some more advanced editing in the last one with those memorials that were so depressing. You know, so I'm trying to do more stuff like that. Just keep it interesting for you guys. I really would love to get to the point where I've got some more interesting like interfaces for my movies. I like, or my videos. They're not really movies. I've watched some series where they've got like a frame around the video, and it can give you information like who's on the team and, you know, what route you're on and what catch you had for that route and all that kind of stuff. And I always thought that was interesting, and I'd love to be able to do something similar with what we're doing here. But you know, I've mentioned before I'm using free editing software, so you know, we're pretty limited. You know, like with the memorial things, I'm pushing the limits of what this can do. So maybe I can figure out a way to make that work. But we'll see. You know, I'm gonna keep trying, and if I can find some stuff that's not too expensive but that will give me the functionality I want. I'm gonna try out some of the other free packages. I tried out a couple, but I found one or two others that look like they're mucks are dangerous. Who look like they might give me a little bit more functionality, so I might try those out. I'll build up a backlog or something so I can take some time to just screw around with editing. I'm trying to learn roleplay. No, I'm pretty sure that's a terrible move. But yeah, so I'd like to do some of that stuff. Why is there bikers over here? Shouldn't they all be over on the cycling road? There's a whole route for these kind of people. Alright. Yes, me. So we can get a catch there. We'll grab Pharos at some point and come back out and do this stuff. Let's see, where are we at? Hobbs can come out. But yeah, so... Alright. Holy crap. Alright, Siler. Again, going back to not taking any risks. When one of these guys can just tear a hole through somebody who's not even weak to them, it's time to just bring in the big guns. I like to keep people more level when I'm grinding them. Like, I don't want somebody to be level 40 and somebody to be level 30. And I try to, like, if I get up a couple of levels, then I'll switch and do the other people. But, oh, crap. Here we go. Poison, but that's alright. We're close to Fuschia now. Am I going to switch? Yep. So I try to keep things more balanced, but, you know, sometimes it's hard. Because I'd love to keep things balanced, but at the same time, I don't really want to put somebody in harm's way. So I'll balance things out off camera, probably. Because let's face it, we're going to have to do a ton of grinding. Oh, my fingers got off the keys. We're going to have to do a ton of grinding in order to really get through. What am I doing? we're going to have to do a ton of grinding in order to really get through Koga here in an episode or two. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Send out Zelda, take care of this Wigglytuff. She just disable? Yeah. I guess use one of my other 3 fighting moves. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. Ooh, Bulbasaur. There's that. But yeah, this is probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. Just because... Ooh, Feather Dance. I do like Feather Dance. Let's get rid of Sand Attack. Because it's just, you know, there's such a huge level jump, and you're not really prepared for it, or at least I'm usually not. You know, I try not to overgrind, so by the time I get through one particular area, it's like I move into the next one, and I'm extremely underleveled all of a sudden. So I usually have to do a ton of grinding down here, and really just all these poison Pokemon and everything. It's a hassle. Is the long and short of it. But yeah, so we're almost. Let's throw one of these on Kazooie. We're almost through all this. Ooh, yikes! Let's do this. Huh! Yikes, Dodrio. Yeah, let's change Pokemon. Good lord. See, this is what I'm talking about. This area is just horrible. Alright, we gotta throw one of these on Thor so he doesn't just plain old die of poison. I hate when that happens. I keep talking about other Nuzlockes, which I guess you guys asked for antidotes. You know, I mentioned this, I think, in the first episode. I was, at one point, that guy who, like, had somebody die in Viridian Forest before the first gym because I forgot to buy antidotes and got attacked by a Weedle or something. It's like, that would be the worst if, like, at this point in the game, you just, like, forgot and somebody died from poison or something and you just didn't even notice it. That would be awful. I mean, what a terrible way to lose a high-level team member is just through something stupid like that. Ooh, we might get an evolution this time. There it is. I'm gonna slow down a little bit so we can get the full effect. What? Kazooie's evolving? Woo! Oh, what a beautiful Pidgeot. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, Kazooie. Oh, don't want to do that yet. We'll come back and do these catches later. We've got a couple of catches here that we still need to get on those routes we just went through. How you doing, Thor? You're doing alright. But I think next episode we're going to do the Safari Zone and stuff, so maybe we'll pick up on these surrounding route catches at that point. Alright. So let me see where we're at. Kazooie's level 36, so we'll switch her out. Alright, these are going to be my 3 guys for this route, I think. We may need Kazooie. There's some fighting Pokemon, so we'll see how that goes. I may just let Sylar spam Psychic attacks, or Psybeams, until we get to a certain point. But let's do Cycling Road real quick, too. I probably will speed most of this up, though. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. Of all the routes in this region, like this southern part with Fuschia and everything, I don't care much for most of it. But this right here, Cycling Road, is like my least favorite. It's just awful. There's nothing redeeming about this entire place. I'm sorry, my throat is right now. It's full of poison Pokemon and powerful fighting Pokemon. And, I mean, so there's good experience here because there's a lot of evolved Pokemon. But, like, I'm just too scared to send anybody out. And as soon as you get out of a battle, it's like you're all of a sudden now flying towards the bottom, and it's just bad. It's just bad. I don't like it at all. I can't think of a... Ooh, psychic. That's nice. Yeah. I can't think of a single redeeming thing to say about this area. And so with that said, I think we are just going to speed through this so you and I can get through it as quickly as possible. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we made it through the cycling road. Close call there a second ago. That wheezing was a pain. But we've got the Snorlax here. We've already got one. We're a little bit beat up, so I'm going to just... Well, this is our first encounter on the... Oh, okay, that worked. That was our first encounter on the route. In honor of Nuzlocke's obsession with Lost, we'll name that one Hugo. Alright, well that was easy. I was planning on just killing that guy. But if he wants to take one hit and then get caught by a Great Ball, that's his business, I guess. So we're going to heal up real quick. We made it through that alright. Let's take a look at Hugo here. Didn't even get to use his Chesto Berry. So we got Fezzik and Hugo this episode. Our Snorlax twins. Hugo's got better speed and attack. He's got better just about everything except for special defense. He's got immunity to poison. That's interesting. I've never seen that on a Snorlax I've had before. Very interesting. Huh. Or wait, who is it? Yeah. Interesting. So Hugo's better than Fezzik is. But that's alright. You know, we could put them both on the team if we wanted to at some point. But alright guys, let's actually, we're going to do one thing really quick. Bill's PC. Meant to do this while I was in here looking at Snorlax Brothers. But we're going to grab... Siler's freakishly high level, so we'll box him for a minute. Alright, we are going to zippity-doo-dah right on over here. You're going to cut this guy out. These guys will battle us, but I'm probably going to do that off camera. What I want to do, though, is we are going to grab the Fly HM from this lady. And Beating Surge allowed us to use Fly for whatever reason, so we are going to... Where is it? Here we go. HM's at the top. We're going to teach our beautiful new Pidgeot to fly. Yes. We'll get rid of Gust. She learns Flies. So, we took out both routes today, leading to Fuschia City. So that's an accomplishment. We did it without losing anybody, which is even better. We got an evolution, 2 Snorlaxes, and all that kinds of fun stuff. So I think we're going to call it good for today. Not super exciting, I guess. You know, some hair-raising stuff there, but you know, we had some catches. We made some progress. So I think that's probably pretty good for today. Let's scrap siler just for now. Fill this hole. I'm going to do a bunch of grinding. I took a peek at Cerebi real quick during one of my cuts, and it does look like both Sabrina and Koga are pretty much in the same level bracket, so we can take either of them on. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of grinding to get people up, and then we're going to probably do Koga and the Safari Zone, and then surrounding route catches next episode. And then I think the episode after that we'll do we'll liberate Saffron City and take on Sabrina in the fighting dojo. And then we're gonna be really close, guys. We're halfway through badge wise, but I think we're I don't know. We're more than halfway through game wise, I feel, but that could be wrong. I don't think it's going to take us that many more levels to get through, or not levels, episodes to get through the rest of this stuff. But we'll see. You know, we'll just kind of play it by ear. You know, I always have grand plans for what we're going to get through, and then it doesn't always happen. So we'll just see how it goes. I'll try and fit as much in as I can without them getting too lengthy. My goal was to keep these relatively short, but I think they've been longer than I really wanted them to be at the start, which is fine. You know, they're still not excessive. I'm trying not to go over 30 minutes, though, and so I've been good about that, but originally I was thinking they'd only be 20 minutes, but they've been much longer than that. Anyway, rambling now. So yeah, I'm going to do some grinding. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been Tortimer the Gray. Again, thanks for answering the question last time about your most tragic Nuzlocke death. It made me feel a little bit better knowing I wasn't by myself there, having lost a treasure teammate. My question for this week, and I'm sorry I didn't get to it in the middle of the recording, but I kind of talked about my answer. But what is your favorite or least favorite, and or both? So I guess you can tell me your favorite and least favorite part of the Kanto region. We'll just talk about Kanto now because that's the route we're in. Talked a little bit about my least favorite part. You know, these routes down to Fuschia, they're just dangerous, especially in a Nuzlocke. And there's really nothing terribly interesting happening. You know, lots of trainer battles, but beyond that, it's just running that gauntlet. So that's probably one of my least favorite parts. You know, we're gonna do some surfing here and get attacked by thousands of tentacles, which will be interesting. But yeah, so let me know either in the comments here or over at the Nuzlocke forums or at Facebook, wherever you want to do it. Just let me know what your favorite and least favorite part of the Kanto region is. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This has been Tortimer the Gray. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want additional information, I'm trying to keep my Twitter and Facebooks up to date as well, and those links are in my or on my channel here. So if you want to click over to either of those and follow either of those places or both, that would be good too. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks so much. This has been Tortimer the Gray. Have a great time, guys. Bye-bye.